Today in Los Angeles, Sonja Shaw's cultural crusade shakes up the superintendent race, an early edge for Sheriff Robert Luna, voters cool on a healthcare tax, and two supervisor races call it early. Let's cut to the chase. Dean Bark here. Welcome to the City Report with Dean Bark in Los Angeles. First up, Sonja Shaw is leading the primary for California's Superintendent of Public Instruction. Shaw is the Trump-aligned conservative who currently serves as president of the Chino Valley Unified School Board in the Inland Empire. She has built a statewide profile, pushing policies like parental notification when a student changes gender identity at school, efforts to restrict certain library books, and limits on transgender athletes in girls' sports. Her main rival is Richard Barrera, a Democrat and the president of the San Diego Unified School Board. Barrera's campaign is bolstered by a $5 million independent expenditure from the California Teachers Association, the state's largest teachers union. With more than 80% of precincts reporting, Shaw's edge is notable. It's fueled in part by a split among 7 Democratic candidates, while she consolidates much of the Republican vote in a nonpartisan race. Here's the latest scoop. The superintendent is a statewide office that manages the California Department of Education. Governor Gavin Newsom has floated changes that could reshape the superintendent's role. So this is more than a culture war headline. It's about who will steer policy for the State through 12 system in a way that actually sticks in Sacramento and in local districts across LA County. My take. Shaw is betting that hot-button issues can mobilize voters even in deep blue California, and for now that gamble is paying off. But the general election will test whether those themes reach beyond her base or hit a ceiling. In politics, as in baseball, power swings look great until you need a single up the middle. Moving on. Sheriff Robert Luna, the incumbent LA County Sheriff, is out front in early returns. His chief challenger is Alex Villanueva, the former sheriff who left behind a tenure marked by lawsuits and very public clashes with county officials. If Luna clears 50%, he wins outright and avoids a November runoff. If not, it's a two-person race in the fall. Luna's pitch centers on steady leadership. He credits his term with reduced crime rates and a truce with the Board of Supervisors, which matters when your budget and reform agenda depend on cooperation. Villanueva argues the opposite, accusing Luna of internal chaos and dysfunction inside the department. Worth noting, the last time they faced off in 2022, Luna beat Villanueva 61-39. This year's race had no debates and no real public polling, which makes these early returns all the more telling. Two other names on the ballot, retired Lieutenant Eric Strong and Sergeant Carla Carranza, are trailing. Strong is a former LASD internal affairs leader, and Carranza is a career sergeant. The field may shrink fast if Luna stays above that majority mark. My take. For a law and order job, boring can be a virtue. Looks like voters may prefer fewer headlines and more handbooks this time. Let's pivot to the next story. Early returns show LA County voters leaning against a half-cent sales tax increase meant to backfill healthcare funding. This proposed tax would run for 5 years, and if approved, would kick in October. County officials estimate it could raise about $1 billion annually to support local hospitals and clinics absorbing federal funding cuts. Supervisor Catherine Barger, the representative for the 5th District covering the northern part of the county, opposed the measure, questioning how the revenue would be allocated. The Board of Supervisors supported placing it on the ballot by a 4-1 margin, but passage requires a simple majority of voters. Critics warn the tax is regressive, stacking costs on lower-income residents and nudging shoppers to spend outside county lines. While supporters say the opposite problem is worse. Without the money, expect staff layoffs and potential ER closures at safety net providers that already run razor-thin margins. Context matters. Those federal healthcare cuts stem from legislation signed by President Trump in summer 2025, and they're now rippling through county budgets. My take. No one loves paying more at the register, but everyone loves an open emergency room. If this measure fails, county leaders need a fast, targeted plan that protects frontline care without hitting struggling families hardest. So, Time to dig into the details and get creative with bridge funding and accountability safeguards. Shifting gears. 2 LA County supervisor races are effectively called by the campaigns themselves. Lindsay Horvath, the sitting supervisor in District 3, says she has secured a second term. Horvath represents a district that spans much of the San Fernando Valley and the West Side. Her message emphasized accountability and local recovery after the Palisades fire, the January 2025 blaze that destroyed nearly 7,000 buildings and killed 12 people in Pacific Palisades, Malibu, and Topanga. In District 1, State Senator Maria Elena Durazo, a longtime labor leader, declared victory as she seeks to replace Supervisor Hilda Solis, who is terming out after more than a decade. Durazo has campaigned on worker support and policies aimed at Angelenos under strain. Both contests circled the same set of urgent problems: homelessness, public safety, and the relentless cost of housing. The through line is clear. Voters want services that work and leaders who can execute. My take: recovery talk is good, recovery budgets are better. Now comes the hard part: turning pledges into projects on streets from Panorama City to Palms without getting lost in the county bureaucracy maze. Well, that's one way to look at it. And that's your report for today from the City Report with Dean Bark in Los Angeles. Have a good one, and more updates tomorrow.